Well, the next time you do that conjunction song, whatever, I'm going to beatbox to it and we'll make a little rap out of it.
Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. That's all of them.
Oh, perfect.
That was good. That was dope. That was hip. That was fresh.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. That's going to be a #1 radio single coming out on Spotify. And oh my gosh, we are so happy to welcome back this guest. He is the one, he's the only Clownvis, everybody.
Hey, that's me.
That is you. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, kid. How are you?
I am fantastic, phenomenal, all of the greatness. It's so good to see you again.
It's so good to see you again. So good to be here on your purple show. I love it.
Yes, we are very purple over here. So is this, I'm trying to remember, if this is the 3rd or 4th time you've been on here. It's a couple now.
Yeah, I was thinking the same too. I think this would be the 3rd, and I had you on my program
Yeah,
once.
that's right. Oh my goodness. We're just collecting episodes, but thank you for coming back. This is amazing.
Of course. Thanks for the invite.
Of course, of course. So I guess kind of to start things off, I wanted to ask you a little bit about something that's been kind of going on in the world right now. Is we've been having these very interesting UFO sightings, just above random places, cities, whatever. I guess the question is, does Squeeb have anything to do with it? And what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I've actually talked to Squeeb about this in great lengths late at night, and he is so smug about it all. There appears to be some big master plan. He says it's nothing that we should be scared of, but he said we're all going to feel real silly. I don't quite know what he means, but he's very smug about it. So if I could deduce anything from what he's told me, I think that yeah, there's aliens, and they're going to end up showing themselves to us, and we're going to feel like we were silly for a long time.
Great. I love that. I mean, that actually makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah, he said no danger, only kind of an embarrassment as to how we've been living almost, is what he says.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, because, like you hear some of these things, it is a little... It's a little scary. It's unknown. That's exactly what they are. They're unknown flying objects. So that makes me feel a little bit better. Please thank Squeeb for me.
I will. I would thank him now, but he went to Baskin Robbins. I think he said he was going to.
Delicious. What's his flavor?
Actually, I said Baskin Robbins. It was Pink Dot. That's where he goes.
Pink Dot. Is that another ice cream place?
I think it's frozen yogurt.
Oh, Froyo, we love. Fun random fact about Baskin Robbins. Did you know they used to make ketchup flavored ice cream?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Would that be something you would ever try? Would you delve?
No. And maybe in my younger years, I was a much wilder taster in my younger years, but now it would just ruin the experience, ruin the ice cream experience.
Mm-hmm. That is very fair. Yeah, I think I'm a hard pass too. I'm a vanilla chocolate girl, but yeah, if Squeeb can pick me up something, that would be really incredible.
For sure. I'll text him.
I love some Froyo. Okay, so the last time that you were on, which I think was a little less than a year ago, it was the Elvis movie had just come out. Now here's Austin Butler. He's winning all of the awards. So did you ever have the opportunity to see the film, Clownvis?
I did. Yeah, I finally saw it once it was on the home viewing, where I could watch it here. And yeah, I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was good. I had my reservations. I can't remember if we talked about this last time or not, but obviously I like Elvis, and I do what I do because I'm a historian of his work, and I've read every book by everybody that was involved in his life, and I'm not trying to sound like a know-it-all, but I hate these biopics that boil it down into a 1-hour thing. And
it's hard. Yeah.
And with any artist, if you've read into them and you really studied, then the quick biopic is a watered down version. But that guy did a great job. Mm-hmm. And the end of the movie brought it all together. The whole middle and beginning was a little mishmashy, too much going on. Pictures in this corner and hip hop beats in this corner and mother crying in this corner, and everything was just kind of jumbling and a lot of sounds, like someone was almost tuning a radio dial the entire time. But that's just me. I like the old simple flicks, Laurel and Hardy and those guys, when they kept it, just keep it quiet.
So if there was maybe a scene from the movie that you think should have been included that wasn't, can you think of anything that maybe you felt should have been implied or put into a biopic for Elvis?
The things I was hoping to see was more highlights of the Memphis Mafia. Those guys are a lot of the characters where they are getting these, the sources for all these tales. And I also like the story where Elvis went to meet Nixon, and in that whole story of when he left the group to go meet Nixon, there's a lot of funny things, and there's been movies made about that, and that's been in other movies, but that's my favorite tale.
Fair. Okay, and now one of the other things about Austin Butler is he has kept the Elvis accent. How do you feel about Austin now utilizing Elvis's accent? He has not dropped it as of yet.
That's goofy. That's goofy. He's
Yeah.
I mean, it's not you're not over, come on. I don't, I mean, there's a fine line between method acting and being a dork. You know what I mean? And I'm not calling him a dork, but I'm saying that even in the in the world that I live in, where a lot of people are doing make believe stuff at these shows, and people are. People, if there's a guy that's dressed like a giant teddy bear or something, or maybe say Santa Claus, or something like that. There at least is a time where you can talk to him like a real person. But who's the Abe Lincoln guy that did the Abe Lincoln movie and he stayed like Abe Lincoln? Yeah. That would annoy the daylights out of me. I'd be like, hey, just you have a cell phone in your pocket, man. Come on.
He probably didn't. He's super method. And I think I have to think that's the reason why he retired, is that has to be such a tough life to live. First you're Abe Lincoln, then you're the guy from My Left Toe. Was it My Left Foot or My Left Toe?
I never saw it, but
left.
I think it's foot.
Sure. Some body part. Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah. So, okay, let's pivot ever so slightly, because this is something that I've seen a lot of people talking about lately on one of the Facebook pages dedicated to you, Clownvis, is the Clown Hotel in Vegas. And I just see people posting like, oh, wow, there it is. The Clown Hotel.
It's not in Vegas. It's not in Vegas. It's in
Where is it?
Tonopah, Nevada. It's about 4 hours away from Vegas. Actually, not 4 hours, more like 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah. So I've seen so many people like posting their pictures and experiences from that place. So what can you tell us about it?
Oh, man. Well, I haven't been out there personally since they've had the Clownvis room. They'd started doing that during the pandemic, and I haven't made it out that far yet. But I stayed there years ago, me and my friend Sean Barrett, who travels with me sometimes, and a great guy. And we stayed out there years ago when it had their former owner. Now it's under new management, and it's changed a lot since I've been there, but it's still very cool. But back then it was a little almost creepier because it was just ran by one guy, and it was just a weird, lightly themed clown. It was called the Clown Motel, but the rooms were basic. There was no themes in the room. There was no clowns in the rooms, even just in the lobby and on the signs. And it's next to a graveyard, and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's such a cool and creepy place. It's right out by Area 51. It's out by Dennis Hoff's prostitute houses and stuff like that, the Cat House and these things. Just in the middle of nowhere, and it's an old mining town. And the graveyard next door, it's literally next to the parking lot, and behind the place. The entire town died in 1911, and they buried them all there. And so now there's not many of them left, I guess.
Wow. So Vicky's 5 hours to the Clown Motel. My goodness, this is so exciting, and I feel like this is something I need to do. Even though I was telling you before we started, I was like, I just got back from California. I don't want to do another long trip. I feel like at some point very soon I need to go to the Clown Motel.
It's a beautiful trip, and it's not close to anything, I mean, it's almost kind of close to Reno or kind of close to Sacramento even, or something like that up in California. But I mean, you really got to make sure your gas tank is full before you start heading there, because there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. You just got to drive for hours until you get to this little little mining town, and there's a clown motel there.
Oh, I love it. I think that makes it even more special. Now, when we are visiting the Clown Motel, do you suggest we attempt to storm Area 51?
I mean, listen, if I was going to be out there, I wouldn't storm it. They're going to take care of you if you storm it. But I would definitely sit out there with the night vision goggles and the binoculars and see what you could peep out.
Okay, done. I'm making a trip. Let's all go. Everyone in the comments, let's plan this.
Sooner or later, I will definitely do a Clownvis event there. You know, it's just a matter of planning. And we'd even talked before about having people meet up in Vegas, and then we can charter a bus that goes up there, and then we stay there for the weekend and charter the bus that goes back.
That would be lovely and very convenient if you would do that for us. So.
It'll happen someday, I promise.
Okay, it's out there in the universe, so that's very exciting. Sweet. All right, perfect. Okay, so we're going to pivot a little slightly bit. I just have some random questions for you, and I just want to see your thoughts and takes on these random questions. Okay, first one. Which film that is not currently a musical do you think would make an excellent musical?
What film? Oh, that's to become a musical? MacGruber?
Oh, MacGruber the musical.
Yeah, I would like that.
Okay. Now, who would we like to see in MacGruber? Just to say, yeah, the exact same cast, except they sing. Except they sing. I feel like they already can.
I feel like they could too, yeah.
Oh, okay. Great answer. MacGruber the musical.
Yeah.
Another side pivot, not as gross as the ketchup thing, is one of the things I'm most excited about is, are you a Back to the Future fan?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You know, Back to the Future is coming to Broadway in June, I believe.
No, I didn't know that. That's very cool.
So I'm curious, like, if it's only going to be Huey Lewis songs or what are we singing about, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if Doc Brown is going to sing. I can't imagine him singing.
I feel like he has to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, someone said Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the musical. Okay.
Ooh, that'd be good.
And yeah, I love the little horror musical mashup. Great. Okay. So I'm sure someone has asked you before, maybe just in passing in life, but everyone always asks, like, what would be an amazing superhuman ability to have? So my question is kind of the opposite. What do you think would be the worst superhuman ability to possess?
Probably to hear people's thoughts would be the worst, I think.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a lot more troublesome because you'd know what everybody thought about you. You would know what everybody thought about everything. And you would know that probably there's a lot of demented people out there and a lot of sadness and darkness out there. And I don't know how you could escape it, because even if you tried to hang around someone good, you would know when they're thinking in their head, God, I'm sick of hanging out with this person that knows all my thoughts. You know, like you would.
That'd be tough.
It'd be kind of like, or being a vampire and living forever, it would be kind of the same sadness, I think.
Really?
You just linger, and you're too aware to make any emotional connection, I think.
That is tough. I do think about that often, like when it comes to cryptids and mythical creatures, like vampires, you have to see all of your loved ones, you know, pass. So that has to be tough, huh?
Yeah, no one's gonna understand you. It'll be rough.
What is tough? But like at some point, Clownvis, couldn't you just decide to walk into the sun and then burn?
Yeah.
Like, is that an option?
I don't know why they don't do that. Like after 100 years, I mean, I would just do that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a favorite vampire?
I guess because I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think the answer to that is because they'd go to hell, and that'd be worse if
would they? Okay.
If they're religious vampires, I don't know.
Okay. Who is your religious vampires? Who's your favorite vampire portrayal?
Oh, well, Bela Lugosi is a classic. He's my probably I can't think of anybody better.
The OG.
I like Kiefer Sutherland, and
we love the Lost Boys.
And all the Lost Boys that hang out with him.
Yeah. Well, on another pivot, today we actually lost the final original Universal monster, which is Riku, who was the creature from the Black Lagoon and the underwater sea. He passed today, I know. But he lived a really long, wonderful life, and if anyone had the chance to ever meet him, he was what a sweet, sweet human.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize he was even still with us, but I think hopefully he saw the creature kind of get his due. I think the creature gets a lot of respect. They always put him up there with the big boys, with Frankie and Dracky, and the creature always gets a cardboard cutout at Blockbuster. You know, whenever they do these Universal monsters, he's up there. So
Well deserved. Well deserved.
yeah, he's cool. That whole movie's very cool.
Yeah, so good. All right. So how about this one? Which conspiracy theory interests you the most, that you think actually has the most merit and believability?
Like multiple universes. I don't know if that's conspiracy, but
Sure, it can be. Why not?
yeah, multiple universes and kind of being able to quantum leap style jump into timelines and stuff.
Like Scott Bakula.
Exactly like Scott Bakula.
Okay, so do you believe that there are multiverses? Like, are there Clownvises and other multiverses right now?
Yes, I think I think if I'm right, and why would I be right? Because I don't know anything, but I think that there's a million versions of this happening right now.
Wow.
And every split second we slip into a new one, and every possible outcome actually is happening every second. But we're just blown by it and hopping timelines, almost like you would see on a film strip, you know. But it's like a stack of film strips, and they're moving, and you're just kind of going like this, and a big fat stack of film strips moving like that. So I think that's how we can predict our outcome sometimes, and put energy towards things that makes things that seem impossible or unobtainable within a couple of years. You're like, oh no, that was always right there for me, because every possibility is, and not to sound cheesy, but everything is right here. It's all here and created and made, and it's only up to us to navigate our vibrations and find it.
Wow. Amazing. Oh,
I don't know if that's a conspiracy, though. I think that's just some thinking.
I don't know. If you really opened my third eye, I don't know. But Buzzbomb said, as a producer on Clownvis to the rescue, I confirmed that the Clownvis in this universe is the best one going. But they may be biased. So.
Yeah, well, thanks. This is the one you'd want to see. Yeah, but you could choose. You know, I think that you could choose, if you wanted to live in a world with a villainous Clownvis, you could kind of choose that reality where you would live in a world where Clownvis always fails and Clownvis is evil and he does evil things, because that's what you would want to see. And it all boils down to your very own perspective, because that's the interface that we use to see what's going on. We don't see through anyone else's perspective. So there's no telling what other people see or think or where they're at.
My goodness gracious. I need to reflect on this for a couple hours later tonight. That just blew my mind. Okay, lovely, fabulous. Okay, so let me ask you this, Clownvis.
Yeah.
What is one of your biggest pet peeves?
I don't like to hear people chew.
Oh, okay. You're a no chew guy. That's fair.
I don't like to hear people chew. And I don't like when, let's see, if we're out at a restaurant, I'd really like you to just know what you want to order and don't dilly-dally. Don't let that waiter come and go with the drinks. Let's get our food order in, because otherwise we're just going to be sitting here for a while.
I'm the same way. That is like, I'm even that person that will check the menu before I go, so I make sure I'm not that person that holds anyone up. Yep.
Yeah. I never really check it before I go, but I will order in a scramble. I will be like, I'll just have this just to lock something in, because I don't want to hem and haw and just not eat. You know, hang around Applebee's and not eat. I want to be eating. Gosh.
Are you an Applebee's guy, Clownvis?
Is it Applebee's? Yeah. I get the chicken quesadilla. I order it a lot because there's one close to the studio, so I will. They'll bring it to you, you know. So I don't eat in there too much anymore. But
okay, fair enough. My favorite are like all these memes that come up now about Applebee's, about having to get dragged out after. I don't know. I'll have to send them to you. Okay, Applebee's. Good to know. Okay. This one's kind of putting you on the spot a little bit, but let's see what we come up with. What is?
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
I know you're not. I know you're not. What is the most like ridiculous random fact that you just happen to know?
Oh, the most ridiculous fact that I know. Fact, I don't know. I used to know all the capitals of South America, but I don't know if I do anymore.
Oh, that's impressive.
Name a country from South America. I'll see if I know the capital.
South America.
And
Ecuador.
I'm not Googling or anything.
Is Ecuador in South America?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The capital of Ecuador is Quito.
Oh, wow. Like the diet?
No, I think it's spelled different.
No, I don't know. Okay, great. I'm like, my geography is not my strong point.
Oh, well, then I could just make up any name I wanted and you would believe it.
You absolutely could. Yeah.
No, I think I do know I think I know all the capitals of South America.
Okay, that's very impressive. I respect that. How were you like in school? Was that like your strong suit,
No. I heard a song once that had them all in there, and I've never forgot it. But I wasn't good in school.
I was gonna say, I think there's like an Animaniacs song that goes over all the capitals, and I remember that.
Yeah, that's a helpful one too. Yeah. But yeah, that's not that one, but it's similar.
If they put everything to music, then I would know a lot more.
Oh, I also, you know what else I know?
What?
I don't know what even these are, but I know all of these. Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, did, shall, hold on. Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. Those are all the words that could mean, I don't know what the hell they do. They join things together or something, but it's all of them.
Conjunctions?
Could be. I just know them. I don't know what they are.
Oh my goodness gracious. You are a multi-talented man.
Thanks. It's not me. It's just the brain that keeps things. Like I guess that's me, but I don't feel responsible for much.
Well, the next time you do that conjunction song, whatever, I'm going to beatbox to it, and we'll make a little rap out of it.
Is, am, are, was, were, be, being, been, have, has, had, do, does, did, shall, will, should, would, may, might, must, can, could. That's all of them.
Oh, perfect.
That was good. That was dope. That was hip. That was fresh.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. That's going to be a #1 radio single coming out on Spotify. All right. So how about besides the obvious, what would you say, or who would you say is a band or musician that you would like to party with?
I would really like to party with, some of those old glam rockers like T-Rex and Alice Cooper band in the early days, and Slade, and this kind of late 70s, almost mid 70s rock and roll revival stuff that was like just weird glitter rockers that were celebrating rock and roll in a very cheesy way, but all they knew of it was what rock and roll was only 15 years before when it had started, so they were already doing a throwback of it in a very twisted version of it. And it's a campiness that got lost in the 80s, I think, because of the hair metal bands that adopted that thing, that concept, but blew it up very, very big, which wasn't bad, but it wasn't who I would want to party with. I would want to party with these old British guys.
Ooh, that sounds so fun. And I feel like if we had a DeLorean and we can transport you back to, what is it called? The Rainbow Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to get you with the Hollywood Vampires, my friend. I feel like
that'd be fun. I could hang out with those guys. Yeah, I could hang out with those guys.
Yeah.
Just play a few licks. None of them are probably even good guitar players. I think they all just hold guitars and
well, I think back in the day, it was for sure Alice Cooper. I think John Lennon was in there at some. There were some really incredible people in the OG Hollywood Vampires. Yeah.
Was there? Yeah, I don't know a lot about where it started from.
Yeah. It was a drinking club at the Rainbow Bar and Grill. I always have to correct myself because I once called it the Rainbow Room, and then
that's a different place.
It was an accident.
People do that all the time, but it's a different place. But I know what you're saying.
My bad, but yeah, you and the Hollywood Vampires, and maybe like a Lemmy or someone.
Well, I've hung out with Lemmy. I did get to hang out with Lemmy a few times.
My goodness gracious, what was that like?
He was cool as hell, boy. Never even acknowledged that I was a clown or weird or anything. Just treated me like a fellow rocker. And we hung out twice. Once in Green Bay, we were doing a festival together at a casino, and then again in Hollywood at Jumbo's clown room. We were both there on a very quiet happy hour, and we got to hang out. And now I got my picture with them, and that picture's hanging up at Jumbo's, which is a famous strip club in Hollywood.
Amazing.
So the picture of Clownvis and Lemmy, that's one of my proudest things. Yeah.
As you should be. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that so much. All right. Well, we got some trivia questions for you, Clownvis. Are you ready for some trivia?
I'm ready. I'm a trivia guy. I love it.
I every time so far you've gotten practically every single one of them right. So
well, this time prepare to see me fall on my face. Then
I think you're gonna do just fine. So without any further ado, here are some trivia questions for you, Mr. Clownvis. All right, here's the first one.
Okay.
What was the name of the television show that was hosted by Bob Ross?
What was it called? Why can't I think of the name of the show?
I know.
Painting with Bob Ross.
You got a word. Yep. Painting
with Friends or something. Or painting. Jesus. See,
not
I told you.
Jesus. It's not Painting Jesus, unfortunately.
Painting faces? So what are you doing? You're giving me a clue, but I don't know the clue.
No. This is the clue.
Painting happy? Painting smiles?
Kind of.
Painting happiness?
All right. Do you want the answer?
Painting happy little trees? I don't know. I'm going to feel like a fool.
You're not. It is. Are you ready?
Yes.
The Joy of Painting.
Oh, The Joy of Painting. Oh, God, see, I now that you say that, it makes sense, but I never referred to it as that, I guess.
Right. It was Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever attempt to recreate one of his paintings?
When I was a younger guy, yeah, I used to paint along, and because I could do that thing where you smush the brush and it looks like a pine tree, you know?
Stop it.
Yeah.
That I remember like one time I tried, and I remember my husband and I bought all the paints and the canvases, and then it didn't go well for me. I know they're all supposed to be happy little accidents, but mine was a huge accident. It was not great. I won't quit my day job. Okay, here's your next one, Clownvis. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Which horror movie stars Max, and I believe his last name is pronounced Schreck, that's Schreck, as the vampire Count Orlok?
Can you tell me anything else? Does he sing?
No. It's exactly the opposite, actually. And it's old. It's very, very old.
Oh, is it Nosferatu?
Correct. Ding, 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 ding.
You kind of helped me out with that one.
That's okay. You got there.
You know what I was thinking it was? I was thinking maybe it was, you ever see the movie Rockula?
Oh, Rockula. I feel like I have.
It was a cheesy 80s movie where it was a vampire that ended up singing.
Yeah. No, well, this one doesn't even speak. So exactly the opposite. Okay, here's your next
one. That was a helpful clue.
Yes. Okay, this one's multiple choice. So you got a 33.3% chance of getting it right. Okay, so what legitimate occupation was on Al Capone's business card? Was it A, a butcher? Was it B, a radio salesman? Or was it C, a used furniture dealer?
I think he was a used furniture dealer.
That is correct.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Moving and grooving now. Okay, here's the next one. This one is not multiple choice. Okay. The three actors. Wait. Okay. Three actors who starred as Magneto, Iron Man, and Doctor Strange have all played which other iconic character? Thank you. Clownvis to the rescue, guys.
I don't know. My best guess wouldn't even be that good.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
British character, and usually had a sidekick by the name of Watson.
Sherlock Holmes.
That is correct. That is correct. Good job.
You're so
Good job.
helpful when you ask me the questions with these clues.
That's fine. That's fine. You're still getting them. Okay. Here's the next one. What poison is known for having the aroma of bitter almonds?
Arsenic?
No, it's not arsenic. It's the other one.
Old lace?
No, it is cyanide.
Oh, cyanide, yeah.
Here's the thing, Clownvis. I'm happy you don't know that one.
Yeah, I've never sniffed any cyanide.
Yeah, it would be a little concerning if you're
What'd you say it smells like? Chocolate?
Apparently bitter almonds.
Oh, bitter almonds.
Yeah. Yeah, which could be in a chocolate bar. So check your candy, kids, right? I don't know. Okay. Here's the next one.
Okay.
A private detective named Eddie Valiant is trying to solve a case in which classic 80s film?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That is correct.
Yes,
ding, 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 ding.
That's a great one.
Ah, so good. And it's so funny because I was trying to think of my favorite Christopher Lloyd film, and that one is very high.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's great in that.
What was it, Judge Doom or Dr. Doom? Right, something like that. His character, and I remember he had like the vat of the tune juice and he was hanging the little shoe over it, and I was like, you mean man.
Yeah, and then they flatten him out. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, great film. Okay, what's your favorite Christopher Lloyd film?
It would probably be Back to the Future 3. I like the third one, yeah.
Okay, great. That is a choice. Okay. No, there is no judgments here.
A lot of people I've just recently heard don't like that third one. I didn't know people didn't like that. I like anytime a movie gets the Western treatment, that's the one that I usually like.
And I liked The Train. I just think I was partial to The DeLorean.
That makes sense.
Right?
That makes sense. I was just I don't know what it is about it, but I'm glad it exists. And if I had to pick one, that'd be the one I picked.
We had on the singer from Bowling for Soup on here a little while ago, and he has this whole theory about why the second one is like the worst film of all time. I wouldn't hear it. I like the second one.
No, I just watched the second one not long ago. It's good.
Same. It still holds up. We still don't have that same jacket technology, but I'm hoping someday.
Yeah.
Someday. Okay, here's the next one. In 2001, what artist wore the infamous swan dress to the Academy Awards ceremony?
Bjork.
Bjork is correct. All right. Let's see. I wish I had your sound effects. Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. On what musical instrument could you play a paradiddle?
A paradiddle you would do on the drums.
That is correct. Oh, okay. You're killing it now. There's only 2 left, Clownvis. Here we go. The second to last one. Which actor and puppeteer is known for voicing Yoda and Miss Piggy?
What's the person's name that does Miss Piggy and Yoda?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sending it to you.
Is it the same guy that does Gonzo?
I believe at some point, yes. I believe so. Don't quote me on that. Oh my gosh, my Muppet.
I think it's Frank Oz.
Frank Oz is
that
correct.
Right?
Yes, it is. It is. And I also didn't know this until recently.
Yeah, cheers. Those are my cheers.
Well deserved. I didn't realize he also directed Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, and some other stuff. The Frank Oz, his name pops up a lot. I often see that, and I say, "Oh, Frank Oz was a part of this." Yeah, he did a lot.
He's a very wonderful man. Okay, here's the last one. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. The final trivia question.
Okay.
What was the first Saturday Night Live skit that was adapted into a movie?
Would that be the first movie or the oldest skit to be adapted?
It was the first movie adapted from a skit from SNL. So I can't tell you whether it was like the oldest skit necessarily, but in my brain it is.
Gosh, I mean, I want to say Coneheads, but I can't think of anything that would be maybe older than that, because I know that didn't come out first. That came out after a few years of other movies coming out. Wayne's World. I can't think of anything before Wayne's World.
Okay. I'll give you a hint. This is a pretty big hint.
Okay.
One of them was a Belushi.
Oh, the Blues Brothers, yeah.
That is correct. Applause. Play the applause. Play the applause. You got it.
What is it? This one. Okay. Can you hear that?
Yeah, loud and clear. Well deserved. You did good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think you did really good. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. You took my hand and led me through the forest more than once, and I appreciate it. But
absolutely, it was my pleasure. All right. How about a game of Would You Rather?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, perfect. So as you already know, there is no wrong answers. Whatever you pick is correct. And if you want to elaborate on why you pick something, then that's wonderful as well. So why don't we bring up the very first Would You Rather question? Okay, would you rather, oh my God, do a version of Clam Bake, but about the McRib, or do a version of Devil in Disguise, but about Flabber?
Both good ideas, but I think singing Flabber in Disguise would be more fun. Okay. Because I think in order to sing Clam Bake about McRib, I'm going to have to take Clam Bake out of there.
Right.
And that's the best part of Clam Bake is the word Clam Bake.
Right.
And McRib isn't even close to as good of a word.
No.
But Flabber is a better word than devil. You could take devil out, put Flabber in, say you're a Flabber in disguise.
Yeah.
That works better.
I think that's a great choice. And I also have not lived down yet. The last time you were on, I forgot that Clam Bake was from Clam Bake. And it is now something I think about on the daily, and I will never forget ever again.
I had forgotten, but now I remember.
Oh, wow. I'm so happy to remind you because I have not.
Clam Bake.
That was embarrassing for me. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather only be able to sing 60s hits at karaoke or only be able to sing 80s hits at karaoke? Because you kind of do it all, Clownvis, so...
Yeah, well, that's fun. That's fun. I would do 80s because I like to do 80s a little more. But there's plenty old 60s songs that I would love to sing. Boy, I love singing them all.
Do you have any songs lined up?
You mean like right here, right now to sing for you?
No, just in general. I'm not putting you on the spot like that. Like, and go perform.
No, yeah, I've been doing TikTok, and so I have a big list of all the songs that I've been singing in the shower that I like to try and sing. And I wonder if I have any. But I've been trying to write down every song that I hear that I would love to sing. And now I won't be able to find the thing, but I was. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at these. I have a million songs that I just want to sing. All of these. Let's see here. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Good choice.
Are You Ready for the Country by Waylon Jennings. Saint in the City by Bruce Springsteen. Dangerous by Roxette. So What by Avril Lavigne. These are the songs that I want to try that I like to sing them in the shower. And I say, I bet I could do that.
If it translates. Yeah. I mean, shower is the best acoustic. So if you kill it, you're going to kill it live too. Yeah.
So that's what I try. The Unforgiven by Metallica. I want to try that.
Do you have any Alice Cooper on that list?
No, but I should. I like a lot of what's a good Alice Cooper? Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. No More Mr. Nice Guy is good. I would like to see maybe do something like Cold Ethel.
Oh, I don't know. Cold Ethel.
Yeah, I feel like Cold Ethel or like Ballad of Dwight Fry would be kind of
like that. Yeah, I can play that on guitar. Used to be able to. Yeah.
But maybe like a more mainstream one would be like Poison.
Yes, or Feed My Frankenstein around Halloween time.
Nathaniel said School's Out, so I feel like
School's Out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just like you only do Alice Cooper for.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the whole an Alice Cooper stage show, but I'll just be me, but I'll be doing his stage show.
I love it. Living for it. Jude wants to know, what is your least favorite song to see pop up in the requests?
Love Shack.
Oh,
That's pretty easy. Yeah, Love Shack. I've kicked people out of the room for requesting Love Shack.
yeah, that makes sense. But how do you feel about Cold Death Old? Yes, it is. How do you feel about Rock Lobster? Is that like
Rock
another?
Lobster's different. I mean, I like the B-52s. I love Fred Schneider's voice. But we just, a party has it's like a cardiovascular system can go any way. There's veins going every way. And don't go down Love Shack Boulevard. There's plenty of other songs. But yeah, Rock Lobster, Rome. There's plenty of great B-52 songs. But.
Right. Fair enough. I couldn't agree more, because that is the song that you're going to hear at every karaoke ever.
Or the Sweet Caroline. I love Neil Diamond. I do a lot of Neil Diamond, but the played out songs are just played out. Even the Four Non Blonde one these days. Being a karaoke cowgirl, you probably see the same ones get hit every night. And
oh yeah, one that I'm like I could do without is Baby Got Back. That's like the one every time you hear a little Baby Got Back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Good to know. All right, here's the next question. Would you rather live in the Last of Us universe? I'm not sure if you're watching it, Clownvis, but it's great. Or live in the Jurassic Park universe?
I haven't seen The Last of Us, but that looks scary as all get out. So
so fun.
I'm going to Dinosaur Land.
Okay, great choice. Do you have a favorite dinosaur?
Diplodocus.
Oh, great choice. Yeah. And
Thank
also
you.
highly recommend Last of Us if you're into that kind of, because they're not technically zombies. They're like plant people.
That's what they look like. Guy looks like a mushroom there.
It's like a fungus. Yeah. Shayna said that they played the game The Last of Us, which is what this is based on. So Clownvis, when you ever have a nanosecond, check it out. Pedro.
Is it going to scare? I don't scare well. I mean, I scare pretty easily.
No, it's more of like an adventure thriller. Like there's nothing too scary that's happened yet, but it's been
except for this guy that we're looking at here.
I don't know. He seems kind of fun. Like I feel like I'd like to have a drink with him with the rainbow.
He's creeping me out. I'm ready for the next question.
Okay,
I'm getting a little scared.
Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather have your Netflix viewing history be made public or have your Spotify listen history made public?
Neither of them would bother me because I feel like both would only help me to make friends. Because I mean, there's got to be other people that are into the same stuff, but there's nothing salacious about either of them. It'd be more interesting, I think, for people to see my Spotify than my Netflix. My Netflix is very much probably only 5 things that get watched over and over again.
And what are you watching?
I've been watching the Detroiters every night. That's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And that's Tim Robinson. And then I also watch I Think You Should Leave Now, which is his other show. And I've just been watching those over and over again.
I've heard of neither, and now I will have to check out.
They're great. Yeah, Tim Robinson. He's hilarious. But that's on Netflix. I Think You Should Leave Now. You've probably seen it's been memed and stuff. You've probably seen little clips of it somehow. But
I'm sure. I'm going to check it out. Thank you for the recommendation. Mr.
Yes.
Milano. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like all the shows I'm binge watching, I just finished. Like I just watched Only Murders in the Building, which was so great, and White Lotus, which is so great.
Yeah. Well, you got to watch I Think You Could Leave Now. That was the best thing that I've ever seen. And I started watching it probably 2 years ago, and I've just been watching. It's only 2 seasons, and I just and I only watch as I fall to sleep. I don't really watch, but if I only watch late at night as soon as I decide to turn off the brain, but then I just watch the same thing over and over again.
Whatever works. Yeah, there's a method to the madness. I believe it. All right, here's the next one. Oh gosh, this one's tough. Would you rather have to perform Baby Shark at every one of your live shows or have to perform the Pepto-Bismol jingle at every one of your live shows?
I don't know the Pepto-Bismol song. I don't think. You mean like
it's like nausea, heartburn.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Upset stomach.
I think Baby Shark kind of has something going to it. There's a beat to it, and it's got kind of a modern, almost techno beat. So I'm going Baby Shark, and I could see the audience all getting into it and stuff. And
okay. Yeah, Baby Shark, dude. Yeah, that's a song I can't listen to once or else it's perpetually in my head forever. Okay, fair enough. Great choice. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather swim in a pool of peanut butter or swim in a pool of flaming hot Cheetos?
Oh, ooh, I would rather be in the peanut butter, but it's going to be a lot harder
To maneuver, right?
and to clean and to move. But I guess I would. The only reason I don't want to go in either of them, but I almost kind of do want to go in the peanut butter. Like if I wanted to go in one, I would want to go in the peanut butter.
Okay.
But if I had to go in one, the Cheetos are going to be easier. But I'm the kind of guy that likes to go into peanut butter, so I'm going to say I'm going to go into that peanut butter.
Okay, you say this like you've done it before.
Or maybe it was a dream, but I have the sense. I feel like I know the sensation.
Okay, fun. Crunchy or like smooth?
Nah, smooth, regular. The regular kind of Jiffy or Peter Pan brand thickness, creamy.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not that oily organic crap. I don't want to go in there.
Yikes. No, absolutely not. Okay. We got two more. Okay. There's the next one. Would you rather have Tom Hanks play Squeeb in a movie about your life or have Nick Cage play you in a biopic?
Oh, both good, but I'm a Nick Cage fan, so I got to go with a Nick Cage Clownvis would be sweet.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I could. It's not hard. It's not hard to imagine.
Wow, that would be lovely. Okay, so you're a Nick Cage fan. What's your go-to Nick Cage film?
Probably Ghost Rider or yeah, probably Ghost Rider recently because I didn't even see Ghost Rider until a few years ago, and since then I've seen it 100 times because I'm like, damn, it's so good.
It is very good, very underrated, superhero film that it doesn't get talked about enough. But
yeah, it's
thank
cool.
you. For me, it goes between maybe the obvious, which is Con Air and Face Off, knowing he did them back to back. What an absolute genius. And we know how he looks with amazing hair. So I think he could pull it off. He could pull it off.
Yeah.
Okay, fabulous. All right. So here is the final. And also I just have to shout out Jude for making that absolutely wonderful Tom Hanks's Squeeb.
It's really good. I mean, they both sell the script. So if we could get both these guys locked into the biopic, it's going to be.
Yeah, if they're available, which they should be, we can.
Should be.
Yeah, we can get them. All right, here we go. The final one is: would you rather have a sing off with Anthony Kiedis or have a sing off with Robert Smith?
I would like to see. I would like to sing with Robert Smith more, and I feel like I could beat him, especially nowadays. He's an old man, and I could probably sing him off or out-sing him, I should say. Anthony Kiedis seems more like an old playground hustler that has those kind of skills in his back pocket to like come out with like that and maybe throw me off my game. So in order to win the match, I'm gonna have to sing off with Robert Smith because I want to win. I want to win.
Excellent choice. And I loved you put up recently on your TikTok Red Hot Chili Pepper song, which was brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Clownvis.
That is. I forget about those because I sing those all live and on the fly, and 90% of them are requests or suggested by the chats, and then I just download the whole entire hour or so thing, and then I just skim through it real quick, and whatever I hit on is usually what I'll clip. I don't spend a lot of time looking for the best clip, but otherwise there's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't even they come and go so quick, and I'll try any song. So yeah, I almost forgot I did those Chili Pepper songs. That was fun.
It was very good. And there was the one you knew all the words to, which is ding dang a ding a ding.
Ding a bang a dom a ding a dom wom a ding a duck a duck. I'm just saying what it sounds like he's saying.
That's the word. Yeah. Take it for what you will. Those are the words. Well, you got all of them right.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You did.
Thank you.
Marvelous. So Clownvis, before we release you back into this multiverse. Any final thoughts you want to leave us with here on this fine Tuesday?
I just want to say thank you, and I do want to plug my my latest favorite thing, which is the Little Clownvis.
I can't wait to get mine. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Thanks. Yeah, they're going like hotcakes. We sold out of the first round of them, so we're restocked now. But the Little Clownvis is a great way to, it might be a while until I get to each and every one of your towns, and there's sometimes where people don't want to wait an entire week to see me. I do YouTube once a week on Wednesday nights, but a lot of times that means 6 slow, lonely nights for people. So a good way to counteract that sadness, that loneliness, that deep, dark pit everybody has, get a little Clownvis in your life. And, I don't have to sell the thing. It sells itself. It's a doll that looks like me,
It is so good. And I've been loving watching everyone's unboxings, and I'm seeing there's like frogs inside boxes.
Yeah, I send frogs out. That was an idea I had where I just thought that we should give people plastic frogs.
Hey, thank you. Well, yeah, I think that's a wonderful idea, but those are so adorable. So we can find those on your website?
Yes, clownvistotherescue.com.
Fabulous. This has been such a joy. Anything else you want to plug before?
That's it. Just my YouTube show every Wednesday night, Clownvis to the Rescue on YouTube. And follow me on all the socials at Clownvis, on most of them, on TikTok and on Instagram at Clownvis, and Clownvis Presley on Facebook and on YouTube.
So much fun. You're seriously the best. Thank you so much for like always putting a smile on my face. Like, you're exactly what this world needs. I wish there was more of you. So,
well, thank you, kid, and good luck with all that you do. I know you stay busy with your crazy conventions and you're talking to famous people and whatnot. So keep up the good work and keep the Purple Show going, because people like this.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Before I do let you go, I just want to mention on Thursday, which is crazy that it's already March, we have Katie Babs from Sirius XM, Octane and Turbo. And then at the end of the month, we have the guitarist from Goldfinger that will be joining us, and we're going to fill in the gaps in between. But
which guitarist is that? Is that Moon?
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. Yeah. Cool. I'm buddies with the other guitar player.
Oh, that's amazing. Like, I was asking people their no skip songs, and for me, it's Superman from Goldfinger. I will not skip it. Do you have a no skip song?
Yeah. Well, right now it would be that that new Miley track. I can't not listen to that. Yeah, I like it. Very good.
Have you covered it yet?
Not yet. No, I don't. I should probably do know the words if I tried it now. I might try it tonight in the shower.
Yeah. It's a bop.
Yeah,
it's a good one. I don't.
It's got a cool disco. Yeah, cool disco beat to it. It's cool.
Well, I look forward to hearing that, and I look forward to doing this again and again and again whenever you're available. And
thanks, kid. Yeah, and I'll have you back on my show. I haven't been zooming guests in because technology wise, it's I have to think a little bit more than I like to, but but I will get that worked out, and I would love to have you back on because it's fun when you go on my show.
I will be there.
Yay. And hopefully I'll see you in person sometime. I'll come down to one of those conventions in Florida, and we'll whoop it up.
Done. It is happening. It's on. You heard it here, folks. And until we meet again, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their night, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.